Imagine one summer day in 1914. A single shot in a city you might never have heard of triggers a chain reaction that pulls more than 30 countries into war. That's how World War I began. By the end, millions had died. Empires fell. The map of Europe was redrawn forever. But how does something like that get started? In the early 1900s, Europe was tense. Big countries made promises to protect each other. These were called alliances. Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy stood together. On the other side, Britain, France, and Russia. Here's a question. If your neighbor promised to help you fight and someone threatened you, would you feel safe or nervous? Then there was nationalism. People believed their country was the best. Many believed their group should run things, have power. Some groups inside big empires wanted independence. Meanwhile, technology changed war. Fast trains, telephones, machine guns, big artillery. Armies got bigger. Countries stockpiled weapons. Tensions boiled over on June 28, 1914, when Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated in Sarajevo. That one event triggered Austria-Hungary to declare war on Serbia. Russia backed Serbia. Germany backed Austria-Hungary. Then Germany invaded Belgium to reach France. Great Britain joined in. Suddenly, war was everywhere. Fighting spread across Europe. On the Western Front, soldiers dug long trenches, miles long. They lived in mud, under rain, with rats. In the East, Russia battled Germany and Austria-Hungary across huge forests and open fields. There were major battles. The Battle of the Somme in 1916 cost over 1 million lives combined. Verdun the same year was brutal for both France and Germany. Millions of soldiers died, not always because of bullets, but because of bad conditions, disease, hunger. What if you got a message tomorrow that war was on? And what if it lasted 4 years, not months? Countries used new weapons, tanks, poison gas, airplanes. Cities were bombed. Civilians got hurt. Economies strained. Food shortages became common. Halfway through the war, Russia faced huge problems at home. Food shortages, protests. In 1917, the Russian government was replaced in the February Revolution. Later, the October Revolution brought the Bolsheviks to power. They made peace with Germany in 1918. Meanwhile, fresh troops from the United States arrived in 1917 to help the Allies. Their arrival gave hope and extra strength. By late 1918, Germany was running out of supplies. Allied forces launched big offensives. One was the Meuse-Argonne offensive, with American and French soldiers pushing hard in France. Another was the Battle of Amiens in August 1918. Allied armies broke through German lines. Germany's army morale dropped. On November 11, 1918, at the 11th hour, in the 11th day of the 11th month, Germany signed an armistice. The fighting stopped. But the war didn't formally end until the peace treaties were signed. The biggest one was the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. Germany had to accept blame for starting the war. It lost territory. Its military was limited. It had to pay huge reparations to the countries that fought it. The treaty created new countries from broken empires. Austria-Hungary was split. The Ottoman Empire lost much of its land. Borders shifted. New nations appeared. Many people felt the treaty was unfair. The effects were huge. Empires that had ruled for centuries ended. Russia became a communist country. The cost of war money, lives, land was enormous. Millions of civilians died from war, disease, starvation. The war also changed society. Women joined workforces, replacing men who had gone to fight. Technology of war advanced quickly. Tanks, airplanes, chemical weapons. Thought about things like international cooperation and peace leagues became more common. So why does World War I matter today? Because its consequences shaped the 20th century. It set up tensions that led to World War II. It changed which empires existed. It taught the world that peace treaties matter and that punishing a defeated country too harshly can lead to future conflict. So when you hear warnings of nationalism, unchecked alliances, or leaders promising power by force. Remember 1914. The story isn't over. The memory of World War I lives on in statues, books, and in how nations see themselves. And each time leaders face choices like those over a century ago, the lessons of World War I still echo. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.